open ground here on the Dyer farm. Those are troops of McNair's brigade that have to go through this block of woods right here find it a little more difficult. This is apparently a pretty tangled block of woods, but they will make their way through that block of woods and come out into the open field here. And Bushrod Johnson, their division commander, coming along, will as well make it out into the field. As they do in this area, they see some fleeing federal soldiers going across the field to the northwest, but also, as they look across the field, they see a concentration of Union artillery. Now, that concentration of Union artillery had been developed, or was being developed, by the 21st Corps Chief of Artillery, John Mendenhall. As the units shifted around on the line here, as Wood was moved in, as Van Cleve was moved up, there were batteries that were not put on the line. They're out here in the field. Mendenhall, who had earned recognition at Stones River, massing guns to stop Breckinridge's attack on January 2nd, sees the guns and begins to deploy them where they might have some effect on the field. As he looked around, he saw that rise of ground on the western edge of the Dyer field would likely be a good artillery position. Not only could guns up there fire in this direction, but since that rise angles off a little bit to the southwest, the guns could also fire to the southeast or even to the south, cover some of the big open ground on the southern end of the Dyer field area if necessary. He will start moving batteries up there that he finds available on in this part of the field. The 7th Indiana Battery, the 26th Pennsylvania Battery, 3rd Wisconsin Battery, the 8th Indiana Battery, and 2 batteries of regular artillery are moved up onto to that line. This isn't something that happens just at one time. Some of it is also somewhat happenstance, because he will collect up a couple of batteries that are just passing across the field and add them to the line. Now, it's McNair's men now advance out into the field, through the woods, into the low ground at the edge of the woods there. They see those guns, and of course capturing guns is coup in the Confederate Army. But there is the potential, or there's going to be the difficulty of charging across on that field as well. Now, when the veterans came back and created the battlefield park, they will mark the spot of several of those batteries up there on that rise with the small monuments that you see up there where Lee White's group is located. Just down slope of the monuments, partly in the field, is a monument to the 26th Ohio, one of the regiments in Buell's brigade. There's also supposed to be a marker over there for the 13th Michigan of Buell's brigade, but it has long been missing. Now, those monuments for those batteries are far too close together. There are 26 guns in those batteries up there, and assuming that those guns were at proper intervals, and nothing suggests that they would not have been, the front of that gun line would have been considerably longer.